Hello everybody, it's sort of been a while. So I think you guys remember last time I made a video, I said, I'll be back beating Death Mode. Well, I epically trolled you guys, because today we're gonna be doing part 2 of my devlog thing for my new game, Dein Tod, which is German for your death. Here's a flashback if you didn't remember anything that happened. My friend dared me to make a game where the goal is to die, so I just started preparing it. I did everything that was supposed to be with the title. I finished The Office. I started with the second room in the office, and I kind of just made the normal designs of the cameras, didn't really add any states. So today I would like to start and just make it. Alright, so I first began by implementing some of the states for the eyes. As you can see, I'm making one, well actually the last one for the red eye. I did most of them off camera since I didn't want to bore you guys with too much details. And then after that I started adding a little more states to the stage, more of the cameras. See, camera 2, camera 3, I'm adding more states for each camera. And afterward, now I'm actually making the code to open up the cameras. See, camera 1. And then eventually, afterward I made the camera map. There is, camera map has to go before the camera numbers. So then I just started coloring that in. I did like random colors too. But anyway, after I finished making the camera app, I eventually started moving on to working on the laptop AI, which does actually make it in the game. I eventually started working on the code of the characters and where they will go. As you can see, I'm making him hitting the cameras. I believe this was some of the unused footage that you guys saw in part 1. But anyway, I'm adding most of the camera locations, cam 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you look closely, you can see that's not normal numbers, that's the Roman numerals, because I didn't want to use normal stuff. But anyway, I actually ended up using implementing the mechanic I wanted to make, the flash camera mechanic. And how it works, each camera will be flashed according to the animatronic that is there. Let's say, for example, there's an enemy in camera 4 and he's hidden. I can just flash it there. After finishing up the flash camera's design, I eventually adding the code for it so that it could work. How it works is that whenever you're on a camera, it flashes it so that whatever enemy is there can go back to the stage or actually jump scare you. As you can see, the flash that I just added, it's basically going to happen after you press the flash button. Basically, it turns on for a few seconds, shows, as you can see, it's like a flash. It shows for a few seconds, but then it will eventually leave. And I actually ended up changing the color because white didn't really fit it. So after the red, I was like, wow, what do I do next? And so I thought, red AI. And I just wanted to clarify with this one. As you can see, I don't really have a lot to talk about. I'm just doing the AI. The AI that I'm getting it from is actually from a game I made for something else related. It wasn't like for my own thing. I just made it like that. It was basically like a recycling horror game. But anyway, after I finished the red AI, I actually ended up changing it so that it was both of their AI, and the way it works is that each one of them has a specific number that chooses whether or not they'll be active for the night. Like for example, if it's 1, then the red eye will move, but if it's 2, then the green eye will move that night. And eventually I finished the red eye jump scare, and now I'm making the green eye jump scare. But it's finally time to add the laptop AI again. To placing the laptop AI, I actually finished making the looks for the you lose screen at the game over. And then I actually began implementing code into the laptop. I actually never put any code. I just put the sprite as costumes and such. And afterward, I actually ended up placing the golden eye AI, and I took some code from that eyes his AI, since they're pretty similar. Basically, how it works is that only the red eye and the green eye would allow you to win the night by getting killed by them, but the golden eye and the shadow eye, they won't actually let you. And if you can tell, yes, the shock was from a Night in Recycling, which was a fan game that I made. I'm not gonna be putting a video out there about it. Actually, now I think about it, I might, but we'll see how it goes. Well, I don't really have much to say here other than the fact that if the red eye and the green eye camera that they're on isn't flashed, then it eventually allows the shadow eye to jump scare you. And now I'm making the golden eyes jump scare, which isn't too difficult and actually looks pretty good. I'm making the shadow eyes AI. But first I want to tell you guys something to like quickly before like you continue watching, to just pause the video and go down below and hit that subscribe button, because I'm actually trying to get to 350 before the end of the year, so hopefully I could do it. Anyway, I actually finished making the windscreen and the game over screen while I was talking, and then I made the endings number. See, in my game there are 3 endings you can get: getting jump scared by the shadow AI, the game over screen by getting killed by the golden eye, or just winning normally by getting killed by the green eye or the red eye. And I made it possible on the menu to see it. Anyway, before I go and probably disappear for around a week or so, I just want to tell you guys thank you for the support, because if you haven't checked my channel, last time it was only around 323, and then all of a sudden it came up to 330, and now it's at 338. So I just want to say thank you, because I never could have imagined getting up here. I was always getting stuck at 320, even go back down to 310. So I'm happy that I was able to move past that. And I want you guys to know that this isn't the final part, and that part 3 is gonna be a collab between me and 2 other guys, and then a 3rd guy who I don't think has a YouTube channel. But anyway, stay patient for that. Part 3 is not going to be the next video. Death mode for Night Tims Remastered is coming, but the next video, I can tell you guys this, I will be releasing the thumbnail of it in my community tab. So check there after this video is posted, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.